Welcome to BioVerse, your gateway to the lives of legendary scientists. Let's dive into brilliance.
Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos. In the cold November of 1867, in a modest apartment in Warsaw, Maria Salomea Sklodowska was born into a world that didn't welcome women in science. Her father, Władysław, a teacher of physics and mathematics, filled their home with instruments and ideas. Her mother, Bronislawa, ran a prestigious girls' school but died of tuberculosis when Maria was just 10. The loss carved a quiet resilience into her soul. Maria was a child of contradictions, shy yet fiercely determined, emotionally sensitive yet intellectually unyielding. She devoured books, memorized formulas, and dreamed of laboratories she had never seen. But Poland, under Russian rule, offered no university education for women. So she joined the clandestine Flying University, where knowledge was passed in whispers and notebooks were hidden beneath coats. To support her sister Bronia's medical studies in Paris, Maria worked as a governess for years, enduring heartbreak and isolation. She taught children by day and studied physics by candlelight at night. Her letters to Bronia were filled with longing. I want to learn, to understand, to discover. I feel I was born for something more. That more would begin in Paris. In 1891, Maria arrived in Paris and became Marie. She was 24, penniless, and barely fluent in French. Her attic room was so cold she studied wrapped in blankets, surviving on bread and tea. But the Sorbonne was a temple of science, and Marie was its most devoted disciple. She earned degrees in physics and mathematics, often outperforming her male peers. Her brilliance caught the attention of Marie Curie, a quiet physicist with a passion for crystals and magnetism. Their connection was instant, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual. They married in 1895, and their tiny lab became a sanctuary of discovery. Together, they studied uranium rays, inspired by Henri Becquerel's recent findings. Marie coined the term radioactivity and began isolating mysterious substances from pitchblende. The work was grueling, tons of ore, endless hours, toxic dust. But in 1898, they announced the discovery of polonium, named after Marie's homeland, and radium, a substance that glowed with an eerie light. The world took notice. In 1903, the Curies shared the Nobel Prize in Physics with Becquerel. Marie became the first woman to win a Nobel. But the fame brought no fortune. They refused to patent radium, believing science should serve humanity. Their lab remained primitive, their health deteriorating from constant exposure to radiation. Pierre wrote in his diary, "We are touching something profound, something dangerous. But how can we stop?" In 1906, tragedy struck. Pierre was killed instantly when a horse-drawn carriage crushed him on a rainy Paris street. Marie was shattered. She wrote, "My heart is broken. My reason for living is gone." Yet she returned to the lab within days. She took Pierre's university chair, becoming the first female professor at the Sorbonne. Her grief became fuel. In 1911, she won her second Nobel, this time in chemistry, for isolating pure radium. She remains the only person to win Nobel Prizes in two scientific fields. Despite her achievements, Marie faced relentless sexism. The press attacked her personal life, accusing her of scandalous affairs. Scientific institutions hesitated to honor her. But she stood firm, refusing to be silenced. "I am among those who think that science has great beauty," she said. She raised two daughters, Erin, who would follow in her footsteps, and Eve, who became a writer. Her lab became a haven for young scientists, many of them women. She trained them with precision and compassion, always emphasizing ethics and rigor. Marie's notebooks were filled with equations, but also with reflections. "I have no dress except the one I wear every day. If you are going to be kind enough to give me one, please let it be practical and dark so I can wear it to the laboratory." She lived simply, worked endlessly, and believed deeply in the power of knowledge. When World War I erupted, Marie didn't retreat, she mobilized. She developed mobile X-ray units, known as Little Curies, and trained nurses to operate them. She drove one herself to the front lines, scanning wounded soldiers for bullets and shrapnel. Her daughter Erin joined her, and together they saved thousands of lives. Marie refused to patent her inventions. She believed science should be free. She wrote, "Radium is not to enrich anyone. It is an element. It belongs to all people." Her wartime work earned her admiration across Europe, but she remained humble. In 1921, she toured the United States, raising funds to buy radium for her lab in Warsaw. President Hoover presented her with a $50,000 check. She accepted it with quiet dignity, saying, "I shall be able to do much with this gift, for science, for Poland, for humanity." Marie Curie died in 1934 from aplastic anemia, likely caused by years of radiation exposure. Her body was buried beside Pierre in the Pantheon, the first woman honored there for her own achievements. Her notebooks remain radioactive to this day, stored in lead-lined boxes. But her legacy glows brighter than radium. She changed the face of science, broke every barrier for women, and laid the foundation for nuclear physics and medical radiology. Her daughter Erin won a Nobel Prize. Her name lives on in hospitals, schools, and scientific institutions around the world. Marie once said, "Life is not easy for any of us. But what of that? We must have perseverance and above all confidence in ourselves." She didn't just persevere, she illuminated the path for generations to come. In the quiet hum of every X-ray machine, in the brilliance of every scientific breakthrough, Marie Curie's spirit endures. Please leave us a comment and share your ideas for the next video with us. New stories, new discoveries, coming soon. Until next time, stay curious.